Hi everyone, I wanted to create a 15-minute posture Pilates workout that you can incorporate into your everyday movement. So if you tend to sit at a desk a lot, this is a really great way to open up, relieve your joints, and feel better throughout the day. Or if you're just starting a program and you feel a little intimidated, this is a great way to introduce yourself to Pilates and to movement in general. So we're gonna get started in our chair, just taking your feet on the floor. You may need to scoot forward a little bit, and that may actually feel better on your hips, on your back. Just place your hands on your thighs, and you're gonna do some breathing. So you're gonna inhale through your nose, and then exhale out through your mouth. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Nice big inhale, and exhale. 2 more. Last one. You can open your eyes and sweep your arms up and overhead, reaching up towards the ceiling. Release and take one arm down by your side. You can press it into your chair, and then you're gonna do an up and over side stretch here. So finding that release, you can look down towards the mat or towards your floor, whatever you see first. And you're just looking down towards the floor, and you're keeping your hips heavy. That way you're not rotating through your low back. And try to reach down a little bit more, so you're getting a little bit more of that stretch. And then lift all the way back up. Let's switch it out. So the same thing but on the other side, extending your arm overhead. Nice reach up and over, so you're getting that side stretch through your body. You can look down towards the floor and lift all the way back up. So scoot your bottom towards the edge of your chair, where you have enough of your bottom on the chair itself, but that way you're not backed up against the back part of your chair. So hands go on your thighs, going into a little cat-cow movement. So you're gonna round through your spine, so you're curling that pelvis under, rounding through your back, and then open up your chest, lengthen and find that release, and extend and look up towards the ceiling. So I'm gonna do this one more time, facing front, and then I'll turn my chair so you can see it from a side view. So you're rounding through your spine. And then lengthen to open up your chest. You can lift your chin up a little bit and release back to neutral. So again, you're gonna round back. I'm just gonna turn my chair to the side so you get a little bit of a better idea of this movement. If you're having a hard time really focusing on that curl, so you're going into flexion here, drawing your navel towards your spine, and then lengthen, open up through your chest. Try not to put tension through your neck as you lift your chin. One more, curling the pelvis under. And then exhale to lift on up and come back to center. So now scoot your bottom back just a little bit. So you're about halfway on your chair. Take one hand, you're gonna reach across. So you're placing your hand against the edge of your chair. So you're getting that nice little rotation through your spine. Take your hand behind your head, open up your chest. You can either have your feet flat on the floor, or you can take your feet back a little bit so you're pressing the balls of your feet into the chair, into the mat itself. That way you're stabilizing with your hand on the chair. Open up your chest. This feels really nice. You get this nice little pec stretch, opening up your chest, and come back to center. Same thing now, but on the other side. So take your opposite arm across, press it against the chair, open up your chest. Be really careful that you're not leaning from one side to the other. You want to think about weight is equal through your hips. And then release back to center. So same thing again on the other side. We're gonna add on to this a little bit. Try not to force this rotation. So just go into the rotation that feels natural on your body, where you feel a release through your muscles without any pain in your joints. Try to extend your arm back and then reach your arm up and overhead and release back down. Same thing now, but on the other side. So taking your hand across, open up your chest. Getting that nice stretch through your pecs here. And then reach your arm up and overhead and release back down. So now you can scoot back a little bit more if you need it. Just make sure that you're not leaning all the way back against your chair. Reach your arms up to about shoulder height. You're going to open your arms and then close to bring them in. So you want to think about keeping that chest nice and open, and you're stabilizing through your trunk. So be careful that you're not swaying back and forth. You want to think about you're opening up your chest, you're feeling that connection of your shoulder blades engage, and then you're bringing your arms back into center. So you're taking your arms out again and in. Nice exhale as you open. And again, reach to press to open and bring it on in. And again, reach and in. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now hold your arms here, rotate so your palms come down and then open and extend. So if you want a little bit more support, you're more than welcome to lean into your chair a little bit more. If I lean back, I'm kind of leaning into my chair. I'm not keeping that neutral spine. So make sure your hips are pressed against the back of your chair. You're maintaining that neutral spine and you're lowering your arms down and up. If you feel any tension through your head and your neck, you can always lower the elbows down. That way you're getting that rotation through your shoulders. And again, lower and lift. Down and up. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, keep your arms open, keep your chest open, reach overhead and then back down. Exhale as you reach overhead. So you're pressing those shoulders down away from your ears the entire time. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more here. 3, 2, last one, and you can release your arms back down. Now scoot your hips forward again. Take one leg over, so you're going into the seated figure 4 position. If you have a hard time taking your leg across and placing it on your thigh, not everyone can do that, and that's perfectly fine. Try to cross at your ankle, so that way you're just opening up through your hip and then you can lean forward. Otherwise, if you have that range of motion to cross your leg and place it on top of your thigh here, hinge from your hips. So be careful not to collapse through your back, but find that length through your spine here and hinge it forward. So now you're getting that stretch through your hip. Be careful not to push on your knee. You can press your hand on your thigh to get a little bit more of a stretch here. You just want to be careful with your joints. You want to treat them with care. Keep focusing on your breath. And if you have that range of motion where you can lean forward even more, go for it. Or if it feels good to reach your arms down towards the floor, you're always welcome to do that too. One more breath here. And then you can lift all the way back up. Let's switch it out. So same thing now, but on the other side. Taking your leg across, sitting up nice and tall. So you're lifting out of your hips, and now you're leaning it forward so you get that nice stretch. Keeping your weight even through your hips here too. So that way you're not accidentally rotating your low back. One more breath, nice big inhale. Exhale, breathe it out. Lift on up. And now take your feet a little bit wider. So since I have my mat conveniently here, I'm just taking my feet out to the edges of the mat. Reach your arms up and overhead. Nice big inhale. And then think of it as you're diving forward. So you're gonna tuck your chin, you're gonna roll it on down, one vertebrae at a time. Reach down towards the mat. You can place your hands on the mat or the floor. One more breath. And then you can gently roll it on up. Think one vertebrae at a time. Sitting up nice and tall. Walk your feet on in. And if you've ever done an ab series on the Pilates Reformer, this is going to look really similar. If you've never done a workout on a Pilates Reformer, no big deal. This is just a way to focus on engaging your abs and your trunk while you're sitting. So you can stack your arms on top of each other. Find that length through the crown of your head. So I always kind of wiggle my hips just to make sure I have my weight even through my trunk. Now you're gonna lean back slightly, keeping that neutral spine. And you wanna feel like your low back is supported the entire time, no pressure. Feel the engagement of your tummy muscles. And then you're gonna exhale to lift on up. And you wanna feel that rib cage connect without collapsing your chest. So just take it back to your range of motion. You can start out really small, and then you can work yourself into a bigger range of motion once you build that strength. So you're leaning back, and then lift on up, keeping that neutral spine the entire time. Nice big inhale, and exhale. And if you press through your feet on the mat or on the floor, you're gonna feel that connection of your hip flexors and your inner thighs here. Taking it back and lift. 5 more here. And 4. 3 more. 2. Last one, taking it back and lifting all the way back up and release back down. Scoot your hips back just a little bit. Nice big side bend. So reach your arm up and overhead, reaching to the sides. You're getting that side stretch in. And now rotate your arm back. You can bend your elbow a little bit to get that pec stretch, chest opener. And again, reach to the side and lift all the way back up. One more time, nice big inhale. Exhale to reach, side bend. And then you can bend through the elbow and open up that chest. And again, reach up and over to the side and lift all the way back up. So now that our pecs are open, our chest is open, our back muscles are engaging more, and our trunk is firing up, let's focus on relieving some tension from our neck. So just gently take your ear towards your shoulder without shifting your shoulders here. You can apply a little overhead pressure and take your hand and place it on your head. So that way you get a little stretch through your neck. And then lift it all the way back up. Same thing now on the other side. So you're just bringing your ear towards your shoulder, making sure that you're not adding this extra tension. So you want to find the length through your neck. And lift on up. And now you can just tuck your chin towards your chest. You can always take your hands behind your head and bring your elbows in a little bit. One more breath here. And then you can release your arms and lift your head. Now let's come up to a standing position. Reaching your arms up and overhead. You're finding that length through your legs. Release your arms down. Tuck your chin. We're going to roll it on down. So you can always bend your knees if you want. And just peel it all the way down towards the mat. Pressing your hands into the mat. Lift your hips up a little bit higher to get a stretch through your hamstrings to the back of your thighs. And then you can bend your knees and just roll it on up, one vertebrae at a time, until your head is the very last thing to come back up. I hope you enjoyed this workout. It's a really great way of just kind of grounding yourself, making sure that you're staying connected to your body and with movement throughout the day. And if you're starting to feel a little achy, this is a great way just to stretch your muscles and feel good. I'll see you next time, and thank you. Bye.